And you might be wondering, how's that connected? How are values connected to me forgiving myself? Hi there, and welcome to part 2 of self-forgiveness. In the last video, I talked about why it's important for you to be able to forgive yourself after you've made mistakes or wronged somebody. The reason is because there's no value and there's no point, and then nothing good is going to come from you continuing to relive the drama in your head, raking yourself over the coals day after day after day. It's just pointless. There's nothing good that's going to come of that. So let me just recap really quickly what the 5-step framework was in the last video that I talked about. So first of all, you want to acknowledge and accept the emotions that you're feeling. You want to separate the mistake from your identity because they do not define who you are as a person. Number 3, take ownership, but be kind. Number 4, practice self-compassion. And finally, number 5, envision steps forward. And for that last point, number 5, part of envisioning steps forward, rely on you being able to live in accordance with your values. And that's what today's video is about. It's about how to identify core values. And you might be wondering, how's that connected? How are values connected to me forgiving myself? I'll tell you why. So when you have clearly defined values and you live by them, you are more likely to make decisions and choices that are aligned with those values. Hence, we hope that you will, be taking actions and doing things that are less likely to cause you to be in a situation where you're going to have to forgive yourself for something because you did something that was out of sync with what you would normally do. Does that make sense? I hope so. So let's get started. So in order to cultivate and explore more core values, I have these 4 things that I want to share with you that will be helpful for you to do that. Number 1, I want you to reflect on past moments of pride or joy. So what I mean by that is I encourage you to think about times when you felt proud of something that you did or you felt fulfilled. Okay, so think about what you were doing, why it mattered to you, and write it down. When you think about these things, especially why it mattered to you, this is a great way to reveal values like altruism, volunteerism, creativity, honesty, kindness, giving back, those kinds of things. So think about those times and write them down because it's going to reveal some things about yourself that you may not have taken time to think about. Number 2, now on the flip side, I want you to explore things that anger or upset you. Why is that? Shouldn't we be avoiding these things? Here, I'll tell you why. So often, strong reactions to situations reflect underlying values for us. Okay, so for example, you may find yourself frustrated or extremely upset when you witness someone else being mistreated, or someone being cheated or lied to. This type of a scenario, if it's bringing up these strong emotions for you, then it's very likely that points to a value of fairness or justice, for example. That's an example. So if you think about things that you feel really strongly about, you just really just think about the why behind it. Why am I feeling so upset about this? And break it down so you can get to the point of understanding where's the value hidden in there. What's happening that's really going against the grain for you? And you will likely reveal some kind of a value in doing that. All right. Number 3, now I want you to identify role models and think about why you admire these people. Okay, so I'm going to ask you to consider the people that you look up to. It could be a family member, a friend, or it could even be a public figure. So why is this important? The reason is, if you think about the qualities that this person possesses that you are aligned with, that resonate with you, it's likely that those are going to point to values that you have. They're going to reflect and mirror what you've got inside. So if there's something that you see in another person that you quite value, it's likely that that's something that you know, that's going to be indicative of a core value of your own. Okay, so write that down as well. Lastly, and here's the fun part, number 4, I want you to take the time to write them down, I believe statements. All right, so I encourage you to complete sentences like, I believe it's important to fill in the blank. I believe everyone deserves fill in the blank. Or I believe a meaningful life includes fill in the blank. And one thing I want to tell you is only put one belief statement per item. So don't compound things like, I believe we should all have ponies and puppies and cupcakes for dinner, or whatever. Those are 3 things. Only create one I believe statement for each thing that you believe. So the reason for that is that when you go back and you review them and you reflect on them, they're clearly set apart separately. You can think about why that belief statement is meaningful for you without it being compounded with something else. So just make sure to write out each statement separately and apart from any other belief statements. Trust me, it's going to be cleaner and more clear for you if you do it that way. All right. So those are the 4 steps. Just want to go over them again. Number 1, reflect on past moments of pride or joy. Number 2, explore what angers or upsets you. Number 3, identify your role models and what traits there are about them that resonate with you. And number 4, don't forget to write out your belief statements. So while you have fun doing that, writing everything down, hold on to that. In the next video, I'm going to identify some common core values that most people will recognize. And I'm going to give you a little bit of background about what each of those means. So that'll be video number 3. And then in the 4th video, I'm going to give you tips on how to implement these core values in your daily life with steps that you can take, actions that you can do, habits that you can create for yourself. So I hope you're enjoying this series. And if you could take a minute to like the video if you found it useful, subscribe to the channel, that would be wonderful. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.